So there are two scenarios that I could have chosen. I eat too much, and I know it. I feel lazy. I would feel so much better if I just didn't eat so much and walk away always just feeling blah. Scenario number two. I fully control what I eat. I eat healthy, and what I eat energizes me and makes me feel alive. There's two choices most of us can make. Too many people actually choose number one. I chose number two. I chose it about 15 years ago. What I'm going to go through tonight are four things that help me choose number two. First, a very interesting one that most people don't know about. Training stomach acid. Number two, overeating versus going hungry. Number three, getting rid of some foods. And number four, exercise. And this fits very nicely into Karen's speech, which it wasn't planned, by the way. Now, I firmly believe that there are two types of people in this world. Those who split the world into two types of people, and those who don't. I do. I think there are people out there that are naturally thin. Lucky bastards. And of course, then there are those, most of us, that are not, and especially over 30. Right? If you're in your teens and 20s, it's easy, right? Now, I just want to show you a couple things. Thank you. I got it. Yeah. Should be cool. Sorry, wrong default viewer here. I'm going to open this up with another one. Let's see, preview. That should do the trick. Okay, here we are.
Oh, wow.
Okay, see? This is me in my natural state. Okay, there I am. And let's see, I got to get to the next one here some way or another. Arrow key, maybe. There we go. See, there I am again, a couple years later. And there, looking really nice, and plump, ready for market. Yeah. What? No, I'm starting to get looking a little better after a while. I was starting to. I chose number two, scenario number two. But in the end, scenario number two won out. Right? Everybody can do that. Now, you know what the interesting thing is? I went 220 pounds twice. The first time I did it simply by brute force and ignorance, without knowing anything. Lots of exercise, sweating, starving, suffering, right? But the second time around, I said, oh my God, you gotta learn how to do this right, right? That's when I came, and I actually learned, as I went down slowly the second time and stayed down, I learned these four things. Stomach acid. If you eat too much, the amount of acid that your stomach produces increases to digest that food. It is an absolute truth. Why aren't we taught that in school? I don't know. If you eat too much for a week and just taper that off, your stomach's going to start growling. If you eat too much before going to bed, and then try to stop it after a little while, you can't do it because it's your body has gotten into that routine. It's not your body got into that routine, it's your stomach producing that acid. But the interesting thing about it is, this even works for different types of food. If you eat steaks for a full week, and then you go back to not eating steaks, your body's going to miss the steaks. And the reason is, your stomach produced the acid to burn steak. It's not easy. Digesting food is one of the hardest things your body can do. I remember the days when I used to eat just salads, back when I was losing weight. And you know something? I felt great. And I didn't desire to eat a lot. I could have had a salad and walk away perfectly happy. Why? I simply trained my stomach not to produce mounds of acid to burn through a steak about this big that you get at some of these restaurants. Number 2, I asked myself, Glenn, how many times a week do you overeat? And then how many times a week do you go hungry? Right? It was a simple question. Didn't like the math. Turned out to be 5 and 0. I overeat like 5 times, like going, oh my God, I shouldn't eat that much. Right? So, you know, if you want to eat and walk away feeling good, walk away feeling hungry. It's unfortunate that our bodies takes about 10 to 15 minutes to catch up with what we're eating. So if we eat until we stop feeling full, we're going to keep feeling fuller, and in the end you feel really, really bloated. Walk away feeling a little bit hungry. And that's what, and the stomach acid actually really helps, it actually helps reduce that acid as well. Number 3 that I did, I realized I just had to get rid of some foods. Some foods just had to go. To this day, I don't like butter on bread. Fries make me want to throw up. Right? You just have to but some foods are simply not an option. Eating chips and stuff, I just gave it all up. Number 4, exercise. Everybody knew this was coming, right? Nothing is free. You've got to do something. But you know what the interesting about it is? After about 6 months, exercise starts to feel really good. It becomes addictive. You want to do it because if I exercise, I'm feeling terrible, but if I go out and exercise, I'm going to feel amazing. I've watched friends do it, or try it, and it takes about 6 months before you get to that point. Interestingly, a lot of people gave it up after a short while because they overdid it. So if you start exercising, or people that start exercising should just never overdo it. You go to the gym, you sign up for some personal trainer, and he tortures the hell out of you. The last thing you want to do for the rest of your life is exercise, right? Don't do that. Slowly work into it. Take it easy. Make it a long-term thing, not a short-term thing. And the calorie counts on exercises, they don't really matter. It's about how you increase your metabolism and the muscle that you build up. That's what counts. That's what really helps you lose weight and stay thin. Everybody can take control of their eating instead of eating taking control of their lives. I know people that are just have no control over food at all. Right? But you can easily take control. They're not monsters to battle. They're just tiny. So remember, stomach acid, the number of times that a person overeats versus going hungry, getting rid of some foods, and some exercise. I chose scenario number 2. I fully control what I eat, and I eat to feel healthy. I eat to feel healthy, energetic, and alive. There are 2 types of people in this world. Those in control of themselves, and those who are not.